over 400 likes. Are you kidding me? I only asked for 300, but you all gave me 400. Okay? I'm reviewing Love Stage, episode 2. So what did this episode do? What was the main progression in this episode in terms of the romance? At the end of this episode, our main couple finds out that they're both boys, and pretty much you have Roma getting very sickened by the fact that his first crush was a boy, and you see him say, "Oh, you're a creepy cross-dressing pervert." That's what he even said to Izumi, and he ran off at the end of the episode. I guess that's a natural reaction. I mean, if you technically were falling in love with someone and you thought it was a girl for the past 10 years and you found out instantly it was a boy, let alone you kiss him in that exact same day, you probably would be very upset about that. So honestly, Roma's entire, I guess, way he acted was realistic. So I will give Love Stage, at the very least, it had realistic characters that really acted the part they should have acted. I mean, that was probably a normal reaction if you think about it. Think about that logically, everybody, okay? Now, there's one thing I do want to talk about. I have no problems overall with the series and its romance. I don't. Clearly, I don't, because I am here watching the series. One thing, though, that really bugged me about the series so far from this episode 2, and it's just one thing, technically, it's the way the story is kind of handled around Izumi. For instance, our characters, our side characters, the parents of Izumi, the brother, the butler, whatever you want to call him, is pretty much forcing Izumi in this situation, if you think about it. Okay, let's go back into this episode, okay? For instance, we have an entire scene to where Izumi kisses Roma in this episode. He gets very embarrassed, he runs off, and he closes himself off in his room. And of course, the director needs Izumi there to continue on with shooting and recording, and so they need a person there. So they have to go and try to persuade him to continue to record, or they're going to have to find a replacement. But here's the big thing, okay? The big thing I have with the series is they're forcing Izumi into this position. That's exactly what I see going on. I mean, they're, bribing him with otaku goods like freaking body pillows. At the same time, you have the brother going in there trying to bribe him. I mean, that's just my only problem I have with this series. That's the only thing. They're really just forcing Izumi into that situation. One thing that bugged me the most was that the father himself deleted in the script, okay, that he gave to his butler that would show Izumi, that he deleted the script with the kiss scene on it, but there still was going to be a kiss scene. So right there, what I'm getting at is, I just don't like it how these other characters are forcing Izumi into this position. That's the only thing I am just against, but besides that, I do like the romance of the series, because honestly, the romance is being handled properly, and I cannot deny that. I don't really have any problems to, put this series down with. It actually has a good story. Episode 2 really progressed the plot, and it's doing stuff like a regular romance would do, so that's exactly how I'm taking this series. And so overall, it is a good episode. I like it. The animation is fucking on point, and it's beautiful. Half the time I'm watching this episode and I'm seeing Izumi, I'm just thinking like, oh my god, his character is more beautiful than a fucking female character you would see in a regular romance anime. So think about that. It's scary. It really is scary how Izumi as a character portrays a female character so well. Better than other female characters I've seen in other romances. So, that's one thing that's very scary. The animation looks very fucking beautiful in this series. I can't deny that. I can't. The animation looks good. It's fluid. It's on point. I love the eyes of the characters. They look really cool. And so, I can't complain there. I like the voice actors also. The voice actors are very badass. They definitely portray the emotions they're supposed to portray. Overall, the series is a really good series. The only thing that really will set people off from not liking this, honestly, as I've covered in my first episode, is the yaoi. Now, there's nothing wrong with yaoi in my eyes. The only thing is, it just depends on everybody's personal preference and taste of shows. For instance, it's like saying, you only watch slice of life romance anime, okay? But all of a sudden, someone tries to make you watch Dragon Ball Z and like it. You don't like that type of genre because you never liked shonen, for instance, or violence or horror genre shows. So, technically, it's just different preference when it comes to this. So, the only way I could say I would not recommend this series to someone is if you are against yaoi and you do not purposely go out of your way to watch yaoi. That's the only way I could see how people would not watch this series, because honestly, it is a good series. It's not trash. By no means is this series trash when it comes to plot and characters, and I can't fabricate lies about the series, because it actually has done fucking really good. It even had a declaration of romance in under 2 episodes with a kiss scene, so I mean, seriously, we've had a lot of progression, more than we've seen in other romance series, so I feel like Love Stage is off to a good start for a lot of fans. I'm probably going to continue reviewing this series just because I know a lot of people want to see the outsider perspective of this series, and I'm fine with it. I really am. The series, at first, I was kind of, I didn't want to watch it, but I mean, I've seen a lot worse when it comes to anime, and looking at it as a different viewpoint, I can't judge Love Stage. I can't. So anyways, everybody, tell me your thoughts on this episode. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What did you feel about that romance? How do you feel about that entire situation around characters around Izumi or forcing him into the position he's currently at to dress up as a girl and at the same time force him to kiss Roma in this episode? I mean, the main point I'm getting at is they technically forced that on top of him and he didn't even know he would have to kiss him. So technically, is it the parents' fault why we're getting so much yaoi? That's the big question right there. So anyways, everybody, love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.